dust has settled, the smoke is cleared, and E3 2013 is officially in the books. 5 press conferences, 3 days of demos, 1 crazy event to talk about. Let's get right to it. Hello and welcome to the June 15th installment of GamerNode.com's Hot Off the Grill. Senior editor Jason Fanelli is here once again, bringing you every single thing there is to talk about from this year's E3 conference. Lots of things happened, some good, some bad, but let's not waste any more time and talk about all of them right now. We start with Microsoft's conference, which was one big pile of, revealing Killer Instinct was cool, and then we found out later on that there's a free-to-play element where you have to buy more characters, and that's just dumb. Rise, Son of Rome was pretty cool. The Battlefield 4 demo would have been cool if it had started correctly. And a couple other things made me say, oh, cool, alright, Xbox One. But all of it was killed the moment they said $499. I don't care what this box can do. I don't care what they think this box can do. Too high. It's not going to do very well in stores, at least it shouldn't at that price. So yeah, you showed off a bunch of cool games and a lot of flashy graphics and stuff like that. At the end of the day, $499 is too much for a console that might turn off every 24 hours because you're not connected online. And then you come out and say, oh, can't handle the online requirement? Stick with the 360. Yeah, go to hell. I know I'm supposed to be unbiased and journalistic and whatever, but come on now. You come off like a smug bastard. What's the point of that? Stick with your 360 if you can't handle the online. Alright, fine. And meanwhile, I'll go grab the other system and leave yours in the dust. EA's press conference lit a fire under our asses with some really cool reveals. First, Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare. Third-person Plants vs. Zombies that looks incredible. Who knew? Xbox One and 360 exclusive, but since I'm sticking with 360, I'll be able to play it. Then they show us this trailer of a snowy, barren wasteland, someone trudging through it, and I'm thinking, Lost Planet is Capcom, so that doesn't make any sense. And then all of a sudden, something comes streaking through the sky, and then we realize, hey, that's a Hoth speeder. Then there's this giant metal leg in front of us, and we realize, hey, that's an AT-AT, and it says Star Wars Battlefront. And we all went nuts. We all went nuts. The return of Star Wars Battlefront is something we've wanted for a very long time, and hearing that it's coming from DICE, the people behind Battlefield and Bad Company, and Mirror's Edge makes us really happy. Speaking of Mirror's Edge 2 is finally making an appearance at some point. This is actually going to be a prequel. It's going to show how Faith is getting her runner's pedigree, let's say. So it's not technically 2, it's probably more like 0 or 0.5, but still it's more Mirror's Edge, and that's exactly what we wanted. EA listened to their fans. Who'd have thought? Getting rid of online passes, coming out with 2 games that we really want, plus the games we already knew about that look pretty good, including Madden and FIFA. What's going on with EA? All of a sudden they decided, hey, we're going to listen to people. I like it. Keep it up. Ubisoft was basically more of the same. It was all stuff that we knew. Nothing really stuck out. Assassin's Creed looked good. Watch Dogs looked good, but we expected that. They showed off some Rabbids interactive TV show, which really weirded me out. And all of a sudden, just like last year, they came out with this brand new demo with all these words and talking about how money has ruined the world and all this other stuff. And then we see this excellent squad-based multiplayer shooting, and everyone's thinking, what the hell is this? And then the name comes up, Tom Clancy's The Division. And for the second year in a row, Ubisoft drops a brand new IP on our laps without us even expecting it, and it came off really well. I'm very happy with Ubisoft right now. They seem to be trying new things and making new games. Sure, they're all shooters, they're all the same basic genre, but it's different. It's something to try, and for that, I thank you. Sony, you smug sons of bitches. You come out guns blazing about PS4, you show off Final Fantasy Versus 13, which is rebranded now as 15, thank you Square. Then you show off Kingdom Hearts 3, and we all go, oh my god, you're finally making Kingdom Hearts 3. And then you show off a bunch of indie games like Octodad and Outlast, showing that you care about the indies. Then you come out with, hey, we support used games, you can even lend them to your friends, do whatever you want. Once you buy that game, it's yours. Causing some of the loudest cheers at a press conference I've ever heard, and I wasn't even in the room. And then, the best part of all, $399.99. One model, $399.99. Sony seems to get it. It seems like Sony is gamers making game systems, and Microsoft is businessmen making game systems, and you can totally tell the difference. Everything that they're doing seems to put the gamers first, and that's why the PS4 looks so enticing. Granted, they're probably equal as far as power is concerned, but there's just a completely different ideology that is more than apparent when it comes to these two companies. Sony topped Microsoft this year. They made me feel like they wanted my business. They wanted me to play their game, whereas Microsoft was like, oh, you can't handle the online, screw you. Kudos to Sony for an excellent show. Microsoft, time to turn it around. And not to be forgotten, Nintendo did show off an E3 Direct on Tuesday morning. Super Mario 3D World is the next 3D Mario exclusive to the Wii U. Plays more like Mario 3D Land than Mario Galaxy, which to me is playing it a little bit safe. I was kind of hoping for a new Galaxy-esque, expand the horizons of Mario type of game, but I'm sure it'll still be fun in the interim, because we all know that game's coming. Mario Kart 8 seemed to surprise a lot of people on the show floor with how much fun it is, and that's really cool. The new X trailer is really cool. Bayonetta 2 looked good, Wonderful 101, and then Smash Brothers happens. And at first it's just a trailer of, you know, Mario fighting Link and Donkey Kong, the people that we expect. And then the Animal Crossing villager comes out of nowhere with his net and his shovel and his axe, and we're like, alright, this doesn't make any goddamn sense, but okay, I'll take it. And then the siren goes off after the trailer's over. New challenger approaching, and I can feel it. I'm like, oh man, here it comes. And they're fighting, and there's a big cliff in the background, and on top of the cliff is a shadowy figure, and they don't show his face, but then he puts on a helmet, and it's a familiar shape. And then Mega Man is there. And we're all like, what? That was probably the coolest moment of the entire show for me, and it wasn't even something that was live, it was pre-recorded. I lost it. Lost it. That is so cool. Easily the coolest announcement of E3 for me personally. Perfect. Yes! Enough of that. There is a game coming out this week before I get to my best games of E3 that is good for you MMO fans. So pull up your chairs, grab your mugs, and have yourself a taste of the massively multiplayer offerings on tap. Dungeons & Dragons Neverwinter, a brand new MMO from the people at Perfect World Entertainment, hits computers this Tuesday. If you like MMOs, especially the World of Warcraft type of games, there is no reason why you shouldn't be trying this game out. Is it on tap for you? And now, for the moment you've all been waiting for, the top games of E3 2013 as voted on by me. Unfortunately, I was not there this year, so my perception may be skewed in that I didn't have any demos in front of me. I'm solely going off of what I saw in front of me. However, I watched a lot, I looked into a lot, and there's a lot to talk about. So, here are my top games of E3 2013. Super Smash Bros. Looks fantastic. Now again, I want to see a little more. I want them to expand on it a little bit. I want to see what connectivity, if any, there will be between 3DS and Wii U. They've already said that I won't be able to play matches between the 3DS and Wii U, which is okay. For now, my Smash Bros. Sense is tingling, and I am ready for more. Also, both Bungie and Respawn, the former Infinity Ward, show that they are not one-trick ponies with Destiny and Titanfall respectively. Destiny looks to mix the best of Mass Effect and Halo, while Titanfall looks to be Call of Duty with Gundams or mechs, which sounds silly, but at the same time could really work. Especially if what I'm hearing is it's single-player format with multiplayer elements. It's like you're playing a single-player campaign mission, but you're actually playing against other human beings. Even if there's only an intro and an epilogue, that's still really cool. If they can pull that off, that might actually be worth going through the Xbox One bullshit for, as long as we see more of it and it keeps impressing the way that it has so far. Square's 1-2 punch of Final Fantasy 15 and Kingdom Hearts 3 at Sony's conference definitely set me to a fever pitch, more so Kingdom Hearts 3 than Final Fantasy 15. I cannot wait to see what worlds they are scheming for Kingdom Hearts 3. I want to go back to Olympus. I want to go hang out with the Aristocats. Can we get the Aristocats? Plenty of possibilities there, and now with Marvel and Star Wars, that could be nuts. Below, the roguelike game shown at Xbox One from the people who made Super Brothers Sword and Sorcery looks really cool. Just the type of gameplay and the interesting animation choices they're making. I'm really excited for that. I don't know why. Something about it, I want to play that game. Also, most of the indies shown at PlayStation's conference, Octodad, Outlast, Oddworld New and Tasty, for those who haven't played the Oddworld games, I'm definitely looking forward to all that. That looks divine. Finally, Murdered Soul Suspect, a game I didn't really put a lot of thought into. I forgot they even talked about it, Square Enix, before the E3 happened. And now it seems like a mix of the best of LA Noire with the best of Ghost Trick. If those two can mesh pretty well, that's going to be a really, really cool game, and definitely one looking into. But E3 2013 is in the books, and all we can do now is wait for the great console war to take its next chapter in 2013. And with that, our E3 13 wrap-up is closed. Tune in next week for more of the biggest gaming news from the past week. Not that I expect much, considering everyone's probably in an E3 coma. But it'll be presented, any news that happens will be presented to you, as always, hot off the grill. Stay hungry, my friends, and as always, thank you very much for watching.